All right, guys, so this is a very impromptu Sunday morning unplanned video. So for meal prepping, I'm just gonna kind of show you Sunday morning. I ran to Walmart. This is my $350 pile of groceries. Yes. So I'm gonna show you how you can meal prep without really spending that much time. All right, so I'm gonna chop this up into a couple videos so that it's just a little easier for you guys to watch. All right, so first things, I got spaghetti squash. Now, I have a big family, so I did get 2 spaghetti squashes because one is just not enough. So once I locate the other one, this will be so much easier. I should have unboxed everything, but anyways, so this is what I do. I pierce the spaghetti squash, just needs one piercing, okay? Then I turn my oven on while I'm in here cooking at 350 and enter. And I'm gonna pop it in here for an hour, whole. That is all I'm gonna do, all right? I'm gonna set it for an hour. Hey, Portal. Hey, Portal. Set timer for 1 hour.
Okay, timer set for 1 hour.
All right, so while I do that, I have this little rice cooker that I got for $15, and I know you can use your Instant Pot, but I am gonna be using my Instant Pot to make my stew for the week, so I have 2. So I'm just gonna kind of set all of this stuff here. So what I do here is I got my rice that I love, and I switch up my rice each week. And this week I got this wild rice, and this little rice cooker was only $15, and I love it so much because I could have gotten a fancier one, and those of you that know me know that I am the gadget queen, but I refrained myself from going fancy, and I went ahead and got just a basic one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some wild rice for the week because then I have it. So here is 1 cup. I'm going to put 2 cups of wild rice in here. This is my cup measuring spoon that is on the Amazon wish list. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to fill it up with 4 cups of water because it is double. Easy peasy. Put that on. And now I just turn it on. Boom. That's cooking. This is going to make enough rice for side dishes for throughout the week or until I run out, whichever comes first. Okay, so that is done. All right, next thing, I have my crock pot going. So in my Instant Pot, rather, I could either make my freaking chicken by throwing in a bunch of freaking chicken, but I have that made for the week already. So what I'm going to do instead, because I kind of have a taste for this, is I'm going to make kind of a gross rainy day today. I'm going to make this this bean soup that I love so much, and at the Walmart here I got navy beans. So I will type up this recipe for you guys. Super easy. Navy beans, okay, so we got your navy beans in there. And I have my carrots and my celery. I'll move this here so you guys can see. Carrots, celery. Check out my new knives. They're amazing. I'm so excited to show you how these work. So, actually I'm gonna bring my camera over here so I can talk to you better. How's this? Perfect. All right, so I am going to chop up my celery and my carrots. Now, you guys know that when you are making crock pot stuff, these knives are scary amazing. There really is no wrong in what you throw in the crock pot. So my family loves celery, so there's that. And then we're going to throw in some carrots. This is actually a Greek stew. It's called fasulada. It's one of my kids' favorites. So I'm going to now go with the carrots. Now, as I'm doing all of this, my spaghetti squash is cooking. And what I plan on doing with the spaghetti squash is, I really don't know. Because I am going to pull that out and use it during the week when I am desperate for something for dinner. So I'm gonna dump this in the Instapot real quick with my beans. So there goes all my celery. Boom, boom, boom. Now I'm gonna throw in my carrots. Where is my... I'm constantly moving things around in my kitchen and I don't remember where I put my little... It's in here somewhere. This is the part that my family loves so much that I keep moving things around. And I don't even know where I put it myself. Here they are. Okay, so this bean stew that I'm making is literally something that I'll serve for dinner one night, and then I'll eat it for lunch, I'll have it for dinner. All right, now if you're clocking me here, you'll see I'm moving pretty fast. That's how I roll. And there's that. I'm more of a messy cook when I cook. All right, so here we go. Chop these up. Pretty easy. Okey-doke. Dumping these in. Okey-doke. All right, I'm going to turn this around here so you can see my crock pot. All right, I'm just gonna throw in a little bit of onion powder. About a quarter tablespoon. And, ooh, I almost forgot. I have to show you my very cool invention here. And my garlic powder, which is right here. Garlic powder. All right, so you guys want to see my newest, coolest invention? I forgot to show you. Check this out, right here. Look at my cute little spice containers. Little pinch of red pepper, or 2. Little pinch of black pepper. Pinch of salt. And oregano. All right, so I came up with that idea. Isn't that cool? All right, so I'm gonna fill this up with water to the top. And I'm gonna turn this on, and I'm gonna have a delicious bean stew a little bit later in the day. Excellent. All right. So there is that. All right, so I do want to add one more thing to this. Let me grab it real quick. The recipe calls, of course, because it's Greek, it calls for 2 lemons. So I'm going to juice my 2 lemons. There's the 1. And the 2. Perfect. All right. Boom. That is done. All right. So now I'm going to put my lid on this, and I'm going to let this cook. Perfection. I'm hitting it up on bean. Because navy beans take a little longer, and because they are raw and I didn't soak them, I am going to increase the time on this to 35 minutes. And I only know this from trial and error and doing this. Okay, so I have my rice, I have my stew, I have my spaghetti squash in there, and I want to show you one more thing that I'm super excited about. Okay, so back to this. All right, so in addition to all of the other stuff that I got here, in addition to all the other stuff that I got here, I am going to show you how to make egg roll in a bowl. All right, so egg roll in a bowl is one of my favorite meals that you will absolutely love. So let me whip together the ingredients for this. So, and yeah, this is how, oh, did you guys see my post? These sugar-free, I bought them all. All of them, like all 8 of them. Okay, so egg roll in the wall, let me go get my wok. Super easy. All right, camera. Here we go. So, start up the wok. I bought tricolor coleslaw. It's already cut up. And to avoid confusion, I'm gonna measure this for you guys so that you can see, how many cups I'm dealing with here, okay? So if this is 4 cups, this is 4 cups. And I know it looks like a lot, but once I start cooking it, it's gonna disintegrate, okay? So because I'm making this for the week, I'm gonna make a double batch, which is 5 cups, okay? So stay with me on this. All right, I'm gonna start to clean up my mess here. Told you I was a messy cook. Some people are clean cooks. I'm a messy cook. Okay, it's part of my messiness. So I threw in the cabbage with no oil. I'm gonna throw in a second one. Now I know you guys are like, oh my God, it's so much. It's not. I'm gonna throw in a second one. And this is my meal prepping. This is something I'm gonna eat all week, okay? So look at all this. It's like so much, 10 cups of cabbage. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. All right, so while I wait, I'm gonna clean up my mess here. And my next ingredient is onions. So I'm gonna take my onions, green onions, and going to clean them up. Now you could put anything you want in this. You could put carrots, you could put peas, you could put corn. The recipe that's on my blog, I believe has chicken. I am keeping mine veggies only. And this way, if I want to, or if someone else wants to add, oh my God, this knife is cutting this onion seriously like butter. All right, I can add what I want to it later, okay? So there's the onion. All right, next I have my fresh garlic. I'm just gonna peel my fresh garlic. And this is optional, of course. You don't have to use the fresh garlic, but I feel like it gives it an amazing garlicky taste. So I have this little, who knows where I got this, but when I was moving, I found it, but it's a little garlic mincer or whatever it does, but it basically grinds the garlic. Into these little tiny grates it. Because, not garlic, the ginger. Because ginger is kind of weird in form. And it's very, this is really fresh. It's really hard to cut, but let me give you a close-up. You see how it kind of just grates it? So I'm putting in about 2 tablespoons in this huge batch, but this is really up to you. And you guys, I would just follow the recipe that's on my blog. Okay? There's the ginger. Boom. All right, so I'm gonna actually keep this. I love ginger, and I might actually add more later. All right, so next, I'm going to stir this up. Now, I did not add any oil to this, but the moisture from the cabbage is going to create kind of a steaming effect. And I'm going to put the lid on it. Oops, wrong lid. Lid is missing. Where's the right lid? Okay, so this is going to kind of steam up a little bit. While this is cooking, I'm going to make the sauce for it, okay? It already smells so good. All right, so excuse my mess. You can't really see the mess behind the cabinet. All right, so real quick, I'm going to make my sauce for this, and then I'm going to end our video. Okay, so for the sauce, and again, you want to look at the blog. I use my red pepper, which is in my little happies. Okay, so I put, and this is going to depend on what you like. In my sauce, I'm going to put liquid aminos. Now, you want to be very careful with the liquid aminos because they're much more potent than soy sauce. And what I mean by that is they're a lot saltier. Look at this cute measuring cup. I have a gadget problem. So this is a measuring cup, and it measures teaspoons and tablespoons, because I can't stand measuring teaspoons and tablespoons with a little spoon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put 1 tablespoon in this whole huge batch because it's potent, okay? And then the best part, peanut butter. So, do you guys know the little trick to opening jars when you have hands that aren't strong enough? I hate these wrappers so much. I hate them. I hate them. Okay, so here's what you do. That's not gonna work. All right, so here's what you're gonna do. Tap it 3 times. Under the lid. So you get the air out. Once you get the air out, it opens easy peasy. Okay, so now we are going to take, stir it up. 1, tablespoon of peanut butter. All right, now the garlic. Let's see here, got garlic in here somewhere. You are going to take garlic to your desire, and I like it really garlicky. So, fresh garlic is best. I always feel like there is such a huge difference between fresh garlic and all the garlic that's kind of canned and okey-doke. There's that. All right, so here's my sauce. It's kind of like a peanut, garlic, hot sauce. But it's not too spicy because I didn't put that much. Okay, so now I'm gonna open this up. And it's gotten pretty steamed up. So I'm going to take my peanut sauce. Normally I add mushrooms to this. You can add peas, carrots, whatever you want. Mix that all in there. Okay, I'm missing something. Just because I have these water chestnuts, dump those in there. All right, this is done, you guys. Totally done. So here we go. Oh my God, this is so good. By the way, it's only 9:30 in the morning. All right, so this is done. Boom, boom. Okay, one final trick I want to show you. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this in a big Tupperware for the week. I can't even stand this. I want to taste it right now because it looks so amazing. I want to throw one last thing in here because it's like the finishing touch. Stop the madness. I'm going to throw some black sesame seeds in here. Oh, this did it. This did it. Okay. Look. Look, you guys. Amazing, right? So I will eat this all week. Amazing. All right. And now let's look at my rice. My rice is done. That's done. So I'm gonna shut this off. And I'm gonna just take this whole thing out. Let me set this down here. I'm gonna take this whole thing out now. I have oven mitt hands. Once it cools, I'm gonna put this whole thing in the fridge. This is done. I'm gonna put it away. Okay? And this here is cooking. In my oven, I have the spaghetti squash. Let me check on that. See how we're doing with that. It's not quite done yet, but once that's done, I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator whole. And then whatever day this week we are not having anything to eat, I'm gonna slice it, gut it, warm it up, eat it. This will be cooking and rocking. And then one more trick I wanna show you. See how long my video is? 30 minutes, not bad. One more trick I wanna show you. Crystal Light that I got for the week. So, Crystal Light for the week. This is my trick. Old jelly jar. You buy the Walmart brand, whatever flavor you want. So this is the flavor that we decided that we were going to drink this week. I just cut the tops off, pour them all in here. Okay, one. Two. Okay, so now what I do is I bought these little spoons on Amazon, or you can just keep them out of your like protein powders and stuff. And I keep these in the cupboard. And so then when we fill up our water bottles, and wouldn't you know, I bought a new one. It's not a Walmart trip. I got a new water bottle. So then what you do is, when you fill up your water bottle, you put your water, your ice, and then you take your little scooper and you decide how much Crystal Light you want to put in there. Because I don't like it sweet. I like to put just a tiny little bit. And it just sometimes just gives me a tiny flavor. And I'm telling you, I put so little that you barely taste it, but it's enough to give me that something different. So, like my new water bottle. Look at it. It has a flip lid, a little hole. Put a straw in it. I have a gadget problem. And a handle. All right, peace out. Tips by Irene. Enjoy.